and on the airwaves, AYV radio and television. So today, as International Women's Day, it's our day, it's our space. We've owned the AYV television and radio space. So yes, good evening. Welcome to Hot Seat on AYV television and radio. My name is Phebean Swill. For tonight, especially International Women's Day, I am your host. In the program this evening, I get with me at the studio Isatu Harrison. We're the CEO for Azilia. We're not that brand they a lot of people know, but now she's also the CEO for Creative Hub Africa. And Isatu Harrison is at the studio with me this evening on Hot Seat because the United Nations theme for the International Women's Day this year 2023 now digital innovation and technology for gender equality. And what a better way, or what a better person for getting at the studio for talk about this. Azilia, we just recently, less than a month ago, don't open the Creative Hub Africa. Good evening, Isatu. Thank you very much for joining us. This is not Hot Seat, now AYV.
Good evening, Phoebe. I'm happy to be here. I am really excited, and I totally agree with you. Today, Naidewe, before takeover.
We have done that
right?
At AYV. So throughout the day from morning, now just women they don't present all they show them AYV radio and television. It's been our space. And we don't ensure say every content we put on screen today and on radio get something for do with women business. So yes, this may be the last content for the day, but it feels so good that we successfully don't pull them together.
Yeah.
And the management of AYV, particularly the Director of News and Current Affairs, Amadou Lamganaba, when I very strongly for she, just give me the channel and the radio, say, go try it. So now me and you, they close the day today.
Good.
The theme, digital, where the United Nations carve for this 2023 International Women's Day, digital innovation and technology for gender equality. First of all, as woman, particularly CEO now for Creative Hub Africa, where you get for nobody's theme on this International Women's Day, what can you mind?
A lot. It is time. It's really important, you know. We talk about gender equality. We know say we get the he for she them, and we need them. Always, but it's really important. I mean, come on, we you know, in this century, you still get plenty women them we're not able for use technology. We're not sabi for use technology. I mean, the when you look at numbers, the disparity is huge. You know, so for me, important because, you know, we need to encourage more women into this space. As you Seth know, we just opened the Creative Hub space. We really, you know, I think it couldn't have come at a better time. You know, so we in fact a couple of weeks ago, and then I realized say the theme for this year's International Women's Day, gender equality and innovation and digital. It really important because it's about time. We're not asked. In fact, today, you know, I don't do so many talks, and one of the takeaways, it's not about 50%. You know, we know they ask for even 50%. We want 80%. We want for get representation, you know, in this space because it don't take away we don't get man there. I mean, man they dominate the space. So I think it's about time we get abled woman them way, you know, we can teach from the small picking to the old woman.
And the space of technology and innovation has been really limited in terms of the involvement, participation, and representation of women. That includes old women, young women, women in rural areas, women in urban areas, na salon. What do you think are some of the reasons they're responsible for this limitation of women representation in the innovative and technology space?
Because traditionally or culturally, you know, everything, na man. Especially in this part of the world. But when we look at this disparity and this difference, not so just, you know, Salon, I mean, or Africa, but it more so now this part of the world, because the opportunities, they will not get plenty opportunities. And will get small opportunities. The first people in way, like they put before, now demand them, because culturally, that's what, it has been, man them and then day before everything. And so when you look at rural areas, you look, like you say, from small picking woman to like the older women, the difference is so huge. And what we want for do and waiting this day, especially highlighting this theme for this year. Now for let nobody not left behind. And when we mean say nobody not left behind, equally so to the Monday as well. But we need to be deliberate in terms of not for left woman them behind when it comes to innovation, when it comes to social inclusion, when it comes to technology, when it comes to digital economy. So we need for bring the woman them. We don't need for left them behind. So I think for me, it's really, really important, and I'm really glad that we highlight this and try for bring all the women them on board.
In the area of technology, we'll get for look at particularly the social media and the whole way they play towards women's empowerment in the country. But before we get to that, we'll look at the innovation. Where inside that innovation, we get the creative sector, where in itself, in Sierra Leone, it gets several, well, not just in Sierra Leone, actually, globally. In the innovation space, which comes with creativity, where creative industry as well fall under, it creates a lot of job opportunities for young people then.
Absolutely.
More so. But inside Salone, we don't tap into some of their opportunities then one, because we get women them and young people them limited in their understanding, say there are certain opportunities available in this sector. So you serve as woman in this sector. What are some of the potential opportunities then inside the innovation space, especially with the creative industry, where people can tap into, women in particularly, especially when they look at the International Women's Day, where women can tap into, where they're not open their minds then to it, they don't pay attention to it, but it did it. And it will also come back again for solve some of the problems like unemployment and so on.
Absolutely. I mean, for be innovative, for do business, any kind of business, you need for be creative and you need for be problem solver. And that's what innovation does. If you're able to use innovation and creativity, you're able to solve problems for your business. You're able to solve problems for your organization. Organizations, they now not they look for just anybody. Then they look for people then with creativity and innovation. So, important for like we able to get women them, especially the young one them, for be able for educate them, for get them into a space outside the opportunities them. I mean, endless opportunities. Take for example, artificial intelligence now. Take for example, architectures. Architects. We need women then for going to then field there. So this is all under creativity. We need women then for do things that it is not just I not say when we talk about creativity, when people learn like they grow up, the first thing they think, but no, me picking who can be singer, who can be the mime na street, or all they do. You understand?
Because
or acts
it
and this.
The association of promiscuity and looseness.
Yes.
For that
culturally,
sector.
that is what.
But can you blame them? Because you get people in the sector where actually that's what they do.
Yes.
And like they saying, go take one hot in fish and the basket for Paul
Alton. And because of waiting and they see on TV, especially now that's where things then so available on the net, because of waiting and they see on TV, waiting and they see around, on WhatsApp and all them video they are. So this is why some 10 and day people feel saying that just this, for you for be a creative, you need for be loose, or for be, a dancer or singer, you get for act in a certain way. But all of them things they also in the system, 10 and day, I think again it's the lack of understanding, it's the education. We need for educate, especially the woman them, more so, for understand. Say some of them video they are when they say not just for the video. Not to the norm, right? But I think the lack of education, they cause all of them problem they are so. And so for me, I think it is important that we able for teach we picking them, we able for teach we young girls them, and we able for teach them, especially how to use the internet.
And talking about lack of knowledge in Lentin there, so in the creative industry in other countries, Nigeria, Ghana, for example, in South Africa, it contributes significantly towards the country in GDP. Come back to Salone. We get a government where Udoyeri president to talk oftentimes about diversification of the economy. And you go wonder, what's a better way for diversify the economy? Creative industry, we not get barrier of you educational background, of you physical ability. It's just open. Whatever sector you find yourself, whatever, you know, innovation you come about with in the creative industry, there's still an opportunity for you.
Absolutely.
But inside Salone, we lack some policies, some regulatory measures for protect whether or intellectual property rights of people in the creative industry. Again, it come back to government want for diversify the economy, but they're not paying attention to the creative industry. Is it because of lack, ignorance somewhere that they don't even understand, say, these are opportunities and potentials in that sector for diversify the economy?
I think they're becoming aware. A lot of work is being done, you know, in the background, and they do plenty work, and you know, so I'm pretty sure, I am hopeful, very hopeful that this go change, this will be different very soon. You know, they're working on policies. A lot of work is being done in the background, but of course, you know, I get to agree with you. I think we've been the neglect this particular industry, and the creative sector is the fastest growing. You know, the creative economy is the fastest growing economy
and globally. A lot of employment opportunities.
Absolutely, so many employment opportunities, business opportunities. But we not don't pay attention to them.
Now, since the leader they not don't get enough yet for figure out, say, inside that sector in a Salone, it get the potential for actualize that desire for Salone government for, say, we diversify the economy?
Absolutely, I think so. I think I go agree with you. But like I say, I mean, they're becoming aware. The creative sector is growing a lot. The creative economy, like I said, are the fastest growing economy. And so now they put a lot of attention, and this is why together, the government of Sierra Leone, the World Bank, SMIDA, don't, you know, join hand for open the first creative hub in Salone, where we partner with them for open the first creative space in Salone. And I believe for say with this space, we were able to collaborate with sector experts them for actually boost the creative economy in the country.
And looking at the creative economy itself, entrepreneurship. We get business people in Salone. Take for example, even though we petty traders then, whether now we sisters in Abacha, and in other parts of the world where you get few people now even in Salone where they tap into the opportunities in the digital space for reach a broader markets, whether now inside Salone or inside Freetown, other parts in a Salone, or even out of Salone, for able to utilize the technology space for developing businesses. We know they see much of that in a Salone.
We know they see much of that because Phoebe, one of the major problems in Salone are data. You know, for access most of them here, especially when they talk about like the digital economy, you need data, and data is expensive. So for me, I think for address this and for able for bring more people, more women into this space, we need for address the data cost. You know, me granny in a village able for make WhatsApp call, but that's all it can do. Ego, you know, the easiest things, and say I go wake in the morning, I hear voice notes from a granny in a village. But you're not able for use them constantly because sometimes I would die for call them, I'm not able for reach them because in data in data expensive. And say if you buy small data, it will last maybe just for that day. And we all know how expensive data is na Salone. So one way for address really this problem in terms of like bringing more women, whether rural, you know, urban, and bring all the women in together. For me, I think we need to address the data issues. We need for teach more how for, you know, get like, you know, the telephone people they able for use, even if not the WhatsApp call. I did talk to somebody today. You know, one of the things then where he says a woman business, it been get problem with one of the machines them. They do like natural products, and it's the fit away call not able for deal with the machine. get society go away able forget, the solution for actually, deal with the machine and teach the man for we can do the work. Now internet, now YouTube. They just go YouTube and look the machine up because they just buy this machine. The machine can new from China. They go YouTube, look at this thing, and look at several videos, and the next day able for actually pinpoints like waiting at the problem and talk the fitter through, and they're able to fix this thing. Again, if you're not be able to forget that knowledge, that internet, like that information, they're not available to her. But if data are very expensive, with all that, you're not able to access YouTube. If you dey maybe upline say data na problem, like even getting, if you're able to buy the data, but for even receive the signal is a problem, then you're not able for do waiting to do so, So I think really making data available countrywide, for me personally in Salone, I think it will change a lot of things. It will bring more women into this space. You will able to teach women them how to use technology in terms of their phone, how to use mobile money. For me, I want to see woman then a market. Like, are you going to shop now? You're able to scan and use your mobile money. Sometimes they like you go scan, you use Afri money or Orange money, able for pay. I want for go market.
As close as Nigeria did one, even some petty traders them get them POS, they get started machine day for pay with as even petty traders.
Yes.
But generally, aside from the theme normal say this with a focus on women, we get a problem with Sierra Leone itself, with growth as a country in the innovation and technology space, highly limited. And if that's the situation as a country, how much so for bring women on board the space? You can only give what you have.
Absolutely.
You can't give what you don't have.
And so this is why we also need to be deliberate about creating these spaces. Usai, like for me, it is important we get the woman them into the space, but I also believe so we have to bring everybody on board because again, in Salone especially, other parts of the world, you go say, probably go look at this gender thing, like the gap so high. But Salone, I think, with a struggle on both ends. So for me, it is important we bring everybody on board. But equally, so be intentional. We say, say, woman, then you need more women. Be intentional about bringing women. But be intentional as well about creating these spaces, like STEM places, then STEM space there now, like in the train young people them. Be intentional about creating like creative spaces. Also you go bring people them both young and old, woman them, youth, and create opportunities for teach them the different ways, different methods, improve their skills them, improve the environment, create an environment whose side and will thrive, whose side and will really, be able to learn something and able for use them either into entrepreneurship, into the organization, getting employment, or being self-employed.
When you look at tertiary institutions in the country, government actually already make provision for women in STEM. So they get automatic scholarship.
Yes.
Once you find yourself in STEM
Absolutely.
as a woman.
Yeah.
Now also with technical vocational institutes, them you get opportunities for I can refer to her as the formal way for get a qualification or training in anything. Although they not put scholarship for women and girl picking them, but you get all the opportunities there. Yet we check the data, the amount of women that really show interest limited. The woman in our Salone really serious actually for tapping into the opportunities that they make available on
I think we also get the problem where people are not aware of the opportunities they will get. That are the other problem in terms of like the woman them. So without sounding like making an excuse for woman them, most of the times, we don't know what's in there out there. We don't know you get some mommy then wait and get them picking them because me and like if you na mama, say you picking, if you choose sciences, you don't get for pay school fee for say you go university. Phoebe, things ganga. Nobody not go even encourage you or beg you. The first option where you go do now for select you go do sciences, right? But this information we need for make sure say the mommy them aware, the parents them aware, the picking and self where like they choose their subjects them aware. And for me, in terms of the creativity, I also want to see, you know, most of the times like creative subjects, then they're very low, you know, in the curriculum. I also want to see them bring them into like the curriculum, so that people are able to get a choice. If you feel, say, you're not creative and you want to go into the creative industry, get options even within the curriculum for you for able to begin like at a young age. You know, because when you start young, then you say start them young. When you start young, then your chances then greater. But if you wait till late, something and there, yes, maybe at 40, 50, you're able to make them. But when you start young, you get more opportunities. And like I say, what we need for do now for actually make the information there, so reach the people them where it benefit. I think that the first thing that we need for do.
Beyond some of the things that we don't highlight so in this talk, what are some of the other barriers then? What they limit or prevent girl picking and woman them from actualizing this theme, for use the digital space, you know, innovation, technology, for further enhance women's empowerment?
Like I say to you, education, the social environment, the training, now one, but also, you know, women then defend themselves in situations, especially online, then they face a lot of bullying, a lot of issues. And so they feel not secured enough. Then they're afraid already for the way like they use the internet. They already like get that afraid inside them where they're not able for use then technology they are so. And change is hard. That's the other thing. So we need for encourage women, especially like for the older one them, where you want for bring in new something, you need for give them encouragement, almost like handhold them. Encourage them, small, not bring them one time, but you know, if we need for handhold them, then we handhold them. If we need for train the young one, then we train the young one. If we need for open opportunities for them, be deliberate about creating these opportunities and then space they are so, and able for give them the confidence about using the internet, make them be able for use the internet safely and no say then go use the internet without being bullied, without being harassed. You know, because all of them think they are so they stop women them for actually be bold and put themselves out there.
So looking at the digital space now, the cyberspace, and now election they cancel.
Yeah.
Even minus election, you get times then the same cyberspace is used for bully woman them.
Of course.
But the thing is, when you talk about it, why be a crybaby way? Not so like saying a woman they know what they bully on the cyberspace. Even man themselves get in their way, then they bully them now the cyberspace. Why should it become a thing?
But
when
it's more so for woman them. It's really when you look at the percentage, it's higher. It's a lot higher. In terms of the way that they bully women them on, you know, in the cyberspace. And this is why we need for pay attention. This is why we need for create ways them for protect, especially the woman them in the cyberspace. Now I'm not saying, you know, men are not bullied, but the numbers, the figures, when you look at the figures, they're really high in terms of the harassment where women in their face in, you know, on the internet or the cyberspace in general.
The same bullying on the cyberspace. Some of that bullying they sometimes woman against the woman for petty things. Some things were absolutely senseless, very nonsensical, but you still find them on the cyberspace. If not to one person they causing comping for man, it would be that other person saying something absolutely stupid on the same cyberspace. So why would they cry? Even us as women, would they want to compete women?
I think it's also ignorance, you know, not making excuse. I'm not making excuse for but Phoebe, me and you not go do that. Because we know. And I think people they forget, say, then thing they are so they did it for years. You know, in the moment, they know they think and not realize, say, your generation, yet unborn, go come and able for get this information where like tomorrow then go able for use that information against pikin wey not be even responsible for you action them. And I think say the ignorance now really they cause that, because if me and you will know say whatever you put out here on the internet in that space day, that's in we go there for years. When you born pikin, you go be very careful. For now, when you ain't not get pikin, so remember say anything where I put me pikin tomorrow, go can't see this. Me get pikin now. I remember say, if anything where I say will embarrass me pikin, I would rather not say it. Me actions, whether online or offline, if na actions will embarrass me pikin, I would not say it. But that not because I know maybe na my educational level, like I know me upbringing and all of that. So I think there are lots of different factors where like they contribute to that. Now that makes us say we all get responsibility. The ignorance plenty, especially in this part of the world. We need for teach, hold one, help one. We need for help with self. We need for continue, not tire, for teach and talk to, especially the woman them.
So the thing is, you get the girl picking and woman, they actually they set themselves up for either cyberbullying in the present or in the future. By the content then when they share of themselves online. You don't get instances of, girl picking them way don't do very stupid things, whether it's doing nudes, just for attention. We don't get instances of even big woman. I remember not too long ago, there was this adult woman where he actually go live on Facebook during a sexual intercourse with his partner to a point where it became like, now actually Chris. So you have women and girls where actually they set themselves up for cyberbullying by the content where they share of themselves, where they become a weapon where people they use against them in probably the present or the future.
Absolutely. But again, like I say to you, Phoebe, it's ignorance. They're not. I don't think anybody go once for put himself out there and make himself a target, knowing fully well that when I do this, I'm making myself a target. Then once for be stars overnight. Then once for be, celebrities. And so in their head, then they think, say, if I do this, I will get more followers. Most of them here when they do so now for followers. Most of them here when they do so now for be popular. Now that space day. But then it's the wrong thing.
So where do you draw the line between notoriety and popularity?
That's the question, right? And again, like I say, it's about education. It's about creating content where go educate them particular group of people there, so the woman there, so because if we just left and say, okay, well, this now you either do this to yourself, then do that. It is spilled down to a lot of other women, them young people, and say we not even relate. For example, like I say earlier on, me and you no go do that, but somebody go do that, and then in Peking way no get nothing for do it in action. Now can suffer, then bully. We don't get things like that. Then they bully the Peking them where not get any relation to like the video content where you don't put out here and there. But then they use that and say company and at school go don't see that video. Yes, then you pay you be the one for pay for that. So I think just educating them people there, so making them aware, creating content where really they target groups then like them why are we no say if you do this will be the repercussion. This is how it will it will affect you, your generation even unborn. But most of them don't know.
And speaking of repercussion, you get woman them we go perpetrate violence against another woman. Now this same salon we see woman go old people girl picking load and a keke good beats for a man.
Which was a shame.
Picking 9 get beats.
Yes.
The man where they not been put under gunpoint for once people picking went free. No public humiliation. But woman not even being face safe. But the girl had it. Now this same salon would also say another woman only company again good with you, come on me man.
Yes.
But the man sit on suffer, nobody know what be time. He gets away with it.
Yeah.
But another woman is blaming incumbent woman because of the inefficiency or recklessness or promiscuity of his own partner where he gets. How do we come to a point where women and they take responsibility for we own actions and not use with gender as an excuse for do things and get away with it? Because in as much as woman and they suffer and man they earn, we get woman the way they suffer and then company woman they earn. And violence is violence.
Yes.
Woman do against woman will still not make them right.
Yes, absolutely. It's not, so when we say bullying, it's not so just the man and the bully woman them online. I mean, like you rightly say, you get woman, the other woman, they bully and company woman them online. And so we need, when that happen, we need for bring them people there so to, you know, to light, make them know say that so you do and this not right, and be punished for that. And until we begin to take responsibility and name and shame people them for their actions, them for everything they do, stop. We need to educate them, but also begin name and shame them so that they take responsibility of their action and not say this particular action not right. As a woman, I need for support me company woman. As a woman, I need for be the one way for the day. If you are down, I pull you up. It's not just talking it. It's not just, singing it. You need to act it.
But what's the possibility of the actualization of that? The way there are differences. Differences where could come from cultural backgrounds, could come by the upbringing, could come by the difference in the principles. There are differences. And if we call for the unity of women, it's not all like say man and says if they are all together, then they in the United Men's Club.
Absolutely not. And it would not happen overnight. Somebody been there in a panel today where they talk about all them difference, all them things they are so need for do. And then they say, whilst we're hopeful, in not believe for say this could happen in regeneration, And I said to her, look, we get for continue for be optimistic. And hopefully this will happen in regeneration, and not just in regeneration where we say go enjoy them, right? Not like when we're old and gray, when we are active. I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful. I'm an optimistic person, and I hope say, with a lot of talking, a lot of teaching, creating the right environment, creating the social environment, creating the space for people them, and having these conversations, this kind of conversations so they get, we go reach to people them and we go able for narrow that gap there and get woman them where if that the woman and the bully them company them able for understand say me action them. If I take this action, it will cause this problem to this other person, and also just that it will come back for bite me. You understand?
This is now the voice of Isatu Harrison, CEO for Isilia and also CEO for Creative Hub Africa. This is now hot seats. Like I said earlier, this morning we announced today International Women's Day. There is no conversation we for go on na AYV radio and TV where not for contribute towards the development of women, then growth in the country. And again, thank you that we able get we see you and the Director of News and Current Affairs, Amadou Lamganaba, for approve this. And so we actually own the airtime na AYV today. We'll not say that, but today it has to be conversations about women them. All the days na the year 365, now only one International Women's Day.
Thank you, Lamrana.
So it has to be deliberate that our conversations have to do with issues of women. We're going to take a quick break. We will come back for continue. Isatu Harrison recently opened Creative Hub Africa. We're going to talk about that hub day, the opportunities we carry it, and how women particularly can tap into it, and how it fits into the theme for this year in International Women's Day. We'll take a quick break. Continue for watch with the Kanjis now and continue for listening. Okay, welcome back. Plenty thank you for staying with me through that week. Today is now sit on AYV television and radio. Today, International Women's Day. All thing about Women Day. And the theme for this year in International Women's Day by the UN, digital technology and innovation for women's for equality. Isatu Harrison, when are the guests today? recently launched and opened the Innovation Hub. Isatu, that Innovation Hub, how it fits into the theme for this International Women's Day?
We create opportunities for women. It's a space, USAI, both women and men, but especially we're deliberate about inviting and creating, bringing more women them on board. It's a space, it's a creative space, but we know say woman them, they don't let woman them being pamphleting. And so we're deliberate about actually encouraging women them for come forward, for explore the space and explore the thing them when they want for do then creativity. And so what we don't do, we partner with sector experts them, where for the different sectors and where they work, for actually able for work with the woman them and all the people them. And where we they put opportunities them out, like who they put calls them out. Like for now, we get a call out for 20 businesses, creative businesses and businesses within the circular economy. And so we encourage especially female entrepreneurs them, woman them we get creative business them already, we like existing creative business them for come forward, because say woman them either they scared for come before and just feel say because culturally they would always put man them before by everything. And so we really deliberate about encouraging women them for come forward and actually use up the space and able for use the opportunity them we create and give out and nurture them. And so we want the space for be utilized by everybody, but especially like I say, woman them. Me na woman. The project director for this, na a woman, na World Bank. The project they on the World Bank project, Government of Sierra Leone and World Bank project, and the project lead na woman. And me na the head of the hub, me na woman. And so I really go like for see woman like myself, help woman them for actualize and dream them.
What are the facilities and opportunities available at the Creative Hub Africa? For now,
what we do, we get this call, like I say, we get 20 business that they look for, and it not two phase. The first phase, once you be selected, if you are successful for the application, but for you to be successful, you need for them get a business, existing business, we register for at least 2 years. You they make money, even if not so profits, but you they make money. They keep records of you books them, and you need for they under either the creative sector or circular economy business. And then if you apply through you're successful, you get about 6 to 8 months where we learn about your business. So we diagnose your business, we find out about your business, see what's problem they by your business or waiting makes sense. Waiting you need for make your business go to the next level. And once we do that, we diagnose your business, we see the problems, or we able to see also you need help. We devise a training specifically for your business, and then we go through this training. So that will take you about 6 to 8 months. And the next phase, na the matching grant phase, where you will get money for support your business growth. For expand your business, or for maybe possibly employ more staff for your business, or whether na in terms of your HR or in terms of your accounting. So whatever need you get for help your business for go to the next level, that's the grant. The grants go there up to 35,000, but now matching grants. So you get for match 30% of that grant. $35,000 equivalent in leones. So it's a matching grant of up to $35,000 equivalent in leones. Not necessarily say you will get the $35,000, all of that. By the time we're done with you for the first 6 to 8 months, assess your business and understand your business need, then they will determine how much money you need for take you from the level you say to the next level.
But you get women then we get ideas in creating employment for themselves and other people in the country, but they're not all starting it, they're not in operation. You cater for them people in
absolutely, but this particular call now for business them, we already, existing business. And like I say, we encourage more women and for come before and apply. And then there'll be opportunities for emerging businesses like startups, like you say so. We get for create the ecosystem. We get for encourage, the entrepreneurial ecosystem, the creative ecosystem for all, for be better, for be strong. And so for we for do that, we get for look at businesses from all the different levels, from the startup, to emerging to SME. But for now, this particular call, like I say, now for business, the existing business them, and then we get opportunities them as well for like the startup them. So the space itself, they provide business delivery development service to different levels of business them, and we work with funders as well. So we go work with people and we just get idea. We're able to develop that idea until you get to the stage. Also, we will get funders who will match with them for help you for start your business. And also, if you don't start and say, you didn't have some between just start up and kind of finding your way and your foot, we're able to also work with you for develop your business until we're able to get you to the point where you go able to get funding. Whether it is a grant or, matching you with a bank, we you were able to get way for actually actualize your dream.
As a two-way talk, so training opportunity, money provided, antenna and non-team. There are people who watch or listen away, either personally interested for apply, or get and sister them, or somebody no more where they know say, okay, this lady is doing well in this area, I think say for apply. How the application process? How
for this call, in fact, this call Phoebe, not to just Creative Hub. So it's a World Bank, Government of Sierra Leone and World Bank project, and SMIDA, and then SLEDEP, the Sierra Leone Diversification Wing. Now, for you for apply, they're looking for 60 businesses in total for this particular call for 1 year. Where if we get the 60 business them, would they work with them for 1 year? Like I said, the first 6 to 8 months now the training phase, and then the next 6 months now the matching grant phase. Now, if you're not business we register, if you they make money already, and you get possibility for expand your business that you they under agriculture or light manufacturing or tourism and digital, or you're under creative and circular economy, waste management, then what you need for do, if you're in a business where they under agriculture and light manufacturing, then you need for apply to Innovation SL. So Innovation SL, like the theme today now, innovation, you need to apply to Innovation SL. If you're on that light manufacturing and agriculture, if your business fall on the light manufacturing and agriculture. Now, if your business fall on the tourism and digital, then you need to apply to Sensi Hub. Sensi Hub. If you business fall under creativity and circular economy, like waste management, then you need to apply to We Creative Hub Africa. Creative Hub Africa, you can find we online. So just go to creativehubafrica.com and you will find we online. But you can also go take your application form na Spur Road, 41 A and B, Freetown Lumley Road. We did just by the roundabouts, Spur Road, just the roundabouts by the Lumley Police Station. And it's a big white building, you know, go miss them. If you go by the roundabout, you can have the ask for Creative Hub, you go see the big building. And the application process, the application now we don't extend until the 17th of March.
Okay. As we try for wrap up, what are some of the potential job opportunities then inside technology and innovation for women them?
You get endless opportunities then. Like I say, for me, I'm an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial space huge, and so for women, the first thing I will say you'll be a successful entrepreneur if you're able to forget innovation and technology applied into your business. Now everything, innovation and new skills. In innovation, they bring something new. And so if you're able to think critically and bring something new and think creatively into your business, you go succeed, right? But also the job opportunities, like they say, there's a lot of jobs out there. Now everything is about artificial intelligence. Everything is computing in terms of the way the world they go now. Technology is everywhere, and so for get opportunity, Usai, either you go train, do then STEM training there, so you get a lot of STEM centers them now. Where like from a young girl, then we're able to teach you coding. The opportunities will go open for you enormous. If you go into a STEM center, you're able to learn coding, you're able to learn about engineering, you're able to do mathematics. All of that put together will give you so many opportunities. You go into the creative sector, you're able for actually get you act, get the opportunity for better you act. For get your creativity to a level where exceptional, it would open a lot of opportunities for you, whether in a business, into work, in employment, a lot.
Today during the day, we will get content them we look at woman them we venture into field them we rare actually for woman in a salon. We will get some winner keke riders, welder, even females in photography. And when you come back to the digital space, to a point now where we even get girls behind the lens.
Yes.
Some of those spaces. What can you go say as a woman to young girls and to other women them about taking up the challenge and building and growing a career in some of those spaces in innovation and in the digital space where they're there, but women they know they take advantage of.
We need to take a leap of faith and believe. Say we go make them. I have a lot of respect for girls behind the lens. They're doing amazing things. Where I can see identity then and are young people them, right? So we need to get more women, more young girls, take a leap of faith, venture into the thing where you either been on the dream about or something new, but we get for be able and willing for take that leap of faith. And the people them around we for give we confidence and believe in we and support we for make that difference.
Innovation generally now for you with new style, new pattern, new idea in an already existing structure or sector. But we also get another challenge as Salon way. Innovation or it can come about mostly. So what people can do now for copy and paste, not to copy, edit when they count the innovation and paste. So one person will just grab today. I say Isatu and don't do Isilia. Oh, they do Gara there. Okay, we say I go open me own. I open other one. I begin do Gara, limiting innovation and creativity we can come about in a lot of these sectors.
And that's what we need to challenge and try. For stop, they just grab, copy, and feel say you will succeed. This is why most of the times you will hear somebody don't begin business. If not business, there is, it will come with all this force, and then before you make up, you wink, it just don't die, right? I can always say, if you don't get a passion for something, you're not really committed to don't go into it because you not go succeed. They go from here to yonder. Get passion for waiting you want for do, and when you get that passion,
but you get passion for make money. So if I see Isatu and they make money by Isilia, since I get passion for make money, I they follow that one way you do myself make money.
The passion for make money different from the passion for do something way for make you make money, right? You can get passion for make money. If not for make money no more, then most of the times you will fail because if you begin take this why because you see they do this and it's successful, you say one for go make and because you want for make money, halfway down the line you're gone. One stumbling block, you don't stop. But if you get passion for the trade, Now it is different. When you get passion for something, the stumbling block will come. You go fetam. You go cross that day. Because the passion is for the trade. The passion is for waiting you to do, not so just because you want to be rich quickly.
And we always talk about disparity in empowerment opportunities for women. Because obviously we're different class of women.
Yeah.
From literate to illiterate, from women in our main cities to women in dead parts upline. With those limitations, how important is it for women for tap into innovation, especially for carve a sort of employment for themselves, and more so other women?
Like I say, when we're able to do that, the opportunities are endless. And again, you know, they say earlier on, we talk about how women can be like the people in way they harass and cause problem for other women. We need for change that, right? We need for get more women we go support. I mean, we need for just stop for talk about women supporting women. Now we need for act. It is not just talking. For this change for happen, we the woman get a lot for do. We need the man them as well, because it not go happen if we not get the man and support. Is it a he for she? Is that what we say? It's a he for she, right? We need the man them for they beside we, behind we, and support we. But most importantly, we need the woman them for actually act now instead of just talk and pull one woman pull another one and do this together and make the difference.
Isatu, we don't come to the end of the program, but in a very short time, what will be your parting word to woman and girl picking them? You know, now almost 11 o'clock net so now.
Yeah.
International Women's Day for 2023. You know,
it done.
Except for conversation and they continue can say the whole month of March itself now for woman. But what will be your parting message to woman and girl picking them? Again, tying it to the theme of accessing the digital space for bridge the gap in gender inequality.
You know, I don't do a lot of go to different places than today, do a lot of talks, you know, with UN Women. We've been just come on at British High Commission in Freetown. But I've been, you know, this morning I go to World Bank and all these conversations, you know, I've been having the conversation all day. I like I said earlier on, you know, I'm hopeful. You know, I'm very hopeful. There's a lot happening in the space. There's so much we already they see women and they take up space within the digital and innovation space, but a lot needs to be done. I would say for women them, let we continue for be hopeful. But it's not just being hopeful. We need for be deliberate about helping other women. We need to be deliberate about creating opportunities, especially within this space for other women them. And we need for create, you know, space them where targeted for women them. We need for create social space them. We need for create entrepreneurial opportunities them and bring more women them into the ecosystem for make this change happen.
Well, thank you very much, Isatu Aisin, for your time, for being part of this program. We know it's been a really busy day. From morning, back-to-back activities on, you know, Women's Day, but again, now this one grade 9 day for get their conversations and their activities in the whole year on specifically women's issues. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Phoebe. Thank you.
So this is the end of the conversation tonight on Hot Seat. At this point, I actually really want to say a very special thanks again to the CEO, Ambassador Anthony Navo Jr., to the COO, Mese, and to the Director of News and Current Affairs, Amadou Mganaba. It's been amazing for making them give the space to women then today all day and say, una alter every program, use the space, una discuss issues them where they affect women them, una discuss issues them where go lead to women's empowerment. It's amazing. It's really amazing, and una thank you. it's been a lot of conversations don't come up from this morning to now on baku different issues them all about woman them. Thank you. Well, me don't be the presenter for this special edition of Hot Seat. My name is Phebean Swill. Plenty thank you to all we wish woman them happy International Women's Day. Continue for celebrate woman day. The rest of the month now for woman day. Good night and celebrate a woman today till the end of the month of March. Take care.